Yo, it's about that time to bring forth the rhythm and the rhyme. I'ma get mine, so get yours. I wanna see sweat coming out your...
By far.
President Bush vigorously denied suggestions there was any effort to delay the release of the Americans held hostage in Iran while he and Ronald Reagan were running for the White House in 1980.
To assign to me the motive that for political gain, I would assign an American to captivity 1 minute longer than necessary, I think is a vicious personal assault on my integrity and my character as president.
Norman chipped it through some very, very deep rough, and it rolled right into the hole to save par. Best putt and reaction was by former Mets manager Davey Johnson. At a celebrity tournament, Johnson rolled in the long putt for birdie. The suspense? Too much for him. He had to take a seat right on the green.
The Texas Rangers are hoping at least 2 more years. That's why they have given the future Hall of Famer, Nolan Ryan, a new deal which includes option years for 1992 and 93. He would make $4.2 million next year and $3.9 in 93. Ryan is 44 years young and says he has every intention of pitching next season. He also has sights on another World Series.
Since my experience with 69 Mets, I wanted to be in another World Series, and I feel like that this organization is headed in that direction and has that capability.
This summit is distracted by the arrival here tomorrow of the Soviet Union's master politician Mikhail Gorbachev in search of help. We begin with our White House correspondent, Britt Hume.
Helmut, good morning. How are you? President Bush today held separate one-on-one talks with the few summit leaders he had not already met with before coming here. With Germany's Kohl and later Italy's Andreotti, Mr. Bush worked to iron out any differences over a common approach to Soviet leader Gorbachev, who will be here later in the week to appeal for help in transforming his country's economy.
What makes the Honda Accord so different? Honda's advanced technology. In fact, one of the most amazing attributes of the Accord is its ability to transport you into the future. Really. Just get in and bingo, the future. Now, can your car do that?
We'll be right back with a word from tonight's finalist.
Like that one, Petey? I love it. You like that one, Bud? Love it.
The summiteers lined up for the standard family photo. But this year, the figure of a man not even here yet, Mikhail Gorbachev, cast a long shadow over their meeting. At their first get-together, the leaders went round the table, and almost all agreed that Soviet aid was the principal question to be decided upon here. In his intervention, Prime Minister Mulrooney called it a dilemma. The West needs to support Gorbachev's sweeping efforts at reform, but the best way to do that is still unclear, he told the closed-door session.
The disappointment with what is known so far of Gorbachev's plans was reflected by a cautious French President Mitterrand, who noted many difficulties in giving aid to Moscow. The British press reflected feelings that the Soviet program did not go far enough toward embracing private property and private enterprise. Gorbachev's leanings seem to be confirmed by the fact his radical economic advisor, Grigory Yavlinsky, said he would not be joining Gorbachev in London. Harvard economists who work
new at McDonald's.
What is it, Dad?
Shh, let's just wait and see, huh? It's the stars of Walt Disney's classic movie 101 Dalmatians in a McDonald's Happy Meal. There's Lucky or Pongo, the Colonel with Sergeant Tibbs.
Lucky, get down.
Or Cruella DeVille. One toy each week when you buy your kids 101 Dalmatians Happy Meal. The movie is only at theaters. The Happy Meal is only at McDonald's. Baby, don't expect me to come running back to you.
suppose the question you get asked, what's the most frequent question since the accident?
Probably, do I beep at airport security? Which is not true, because I'm non-magnetic. I'm titanium made now, so I don't...
Yeah, so they put in titanium?
Yep, titanium rods. It really is top of the line, actually.
The best product, huh?
Yes.
Well, actor Keanu Reeves is having an excellent summer, as he would say. He's starring in the action movie Point Break with Patrick Swayze, and this Friday, the sequel to Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure opens.
You're trying to tell me the FBI is going to pay me to learn to surf.
Bill and Ted are dead.
No way!
Yes, Ray. Is this the end of a very short movie?
I think we're in our own personal hell.
Or the beginning of Bill and Ted's bogus journey?
You got it, dude. Let's rock! Yeah!
Bill and Ted's bogus journey. Rated PG. Party on.
From the master of mystery, Stephen King takes you on this summer's most shocking journey.
What is wrong with my husband?
Something happened to him. When a man discovers there is something more frightening than growing old.
You don't look the way you did 2 weeks ago. You look the way you did 2 years ago.
Growing young.
I could disappear without a trace. Who's gonna help us?
Stephen King's masterful thriller, Golden Years, premieres Tuesday.
Don't miss the review of male strippers who've appeared on Donahue.
Rock and roll!
Danny's got the beat.
You're hot dog.
Full house, then.
I'm not your personal doorman.
Urkel gets tough.
I'm her doorman.
Family Matters, and
everything's coming up roses.
Perfect Strangers.
Tonight on 90210.
Or I could teach a kid like you.
Brandon is getting a taste of the good life.
Take it for a spin, up the coast. Let me know on him.
In more ways than one.
How old are you anyway?
How old do you want me to be?
But life in the fast lane
Doing this thing with your eyes open, man, or somebody's bound to get hurt.
isn't always what it seems.
She's just not the right person for you. So what are you saying?
90210 this summer.
Consider yourself warned.
An all-new episode tonight on Fox.
Looking for a good time in the morning?
If sex were fast food, there'd be an arch over your bed.
Something with a touch of class.
Well, excuse me for being so incredibly beautiful.
Then we've got designs on you.
I feel like we're on the last episode of the Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Make a date with Designing Women in the Morning. Weekdays on CBS.
From the Arizona desert to the Caribbean Sea, from the island of Maui to the island of Barbados, paradise comes in many shapes and colors. And whether your idea of paradise is beachcombing or backhanding, working out or teeing off, the Weekend in Paradise sweepstakes may just have the vacation for you. So tune in tonight for details. You may just win the vacation of a lifetime.
Local 36-hour forecast.
This is Prime Ticket, the world's largest regional sports network.
Honey, you could have phoned.
I thought I'd catch you with another man.
Oh,
they left hours ago.
So if you don't start coming around more often, sit down, dear.
Oh,
no.
Not there. The cat's been sick.
Is on the inside scoop on frozen yogurt. It's advertised everywhere as a healthy choice, but is it really good for you? Find out tomorrow.
Reagan seemed to confirm he did intervene.
I did some things actually the other way to try and be of help in getting those hostages. I felt very sorry for them and getting them out of there.
Neither man denied stories. Their campaign chairman, William Casey, went to Paris to deal with the Iranian officials.
Every effort on my part was directed toward bringing them home.
Does that mean contacts with the Iranian government?
Not by me, no.
By your campaign, perhaps?
Well, I can't get into details. Some of those things are still classified.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. This way.
Back to Costa Mesa Speedway. I'm Larry Huffman with Bruce PENHALL. Bruce, an exciting night of racing. Some surprises.
Boy, it certainly was. And Rob Fetzing coming off the 40-yard line.
Yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if they move him back 10 yards next time in the handicap part of the program. But he did a great job winning the handicap.
He really did. Let's look at the point standings after these rounds. After 7 rounds, Fetzing and Oxley are tied with 32 points. Chris Johnson with 75 points.
It is located about halfway between Cedar Rapids and Dubuque on Highway 151. About 4,000 people call the community home. The town got its start in 1836 when a young man from Kentucky built a log cabin on the banks of the river. And since then, the town has grown and prospered. Many of the people who live here were born and raised in Monticello and would never, ever think of calling any other place home. You know, every special town has a story behind it, and Monticello certainly is no exception.
Live, the 2 News team at 5.
The co-founder of Schnuck's Supermarket, Donald Schnuck, is dead. Good afternoon. He died suddenly today while at one of his stores.
2 News team's Sharon Stevens is in Bellefontaine Neighbors with this live report. Sharon?
Don and Tom, Donald Schnuck was meeting right here with 10 or 15 employees talking about the difficult labor situation and possible strike when he collapsed.
In just a few hours this morning, Mikhail Gorbachev and George Bush reported sweeping away the final obstacles to the signing of a new treaty cutting long-range strategic nuclear weapons.
On the press box tonight, Daryl does that swing thing in the Big Apple. They're singing Spanish Eyes at the British Open. In Toronto, it's 3, 2, 1, blast off! Lyle has a few reasons to celebrate, and Monica unmasked that Wimbledon mystery.
But I was working out, drinking milk, developing my muscles. By senior year, milk had made a difference. Pardon me, guys. I love this part. Pardon me, guys. So as you can see, it pays to be big on milk. Milk. It does a body good.
Only one thing can control a kid as obnoxious as Doyle. And he just walked in the door.
I'm a friend of your mother's. I came to get you to bring you home.
Okay, sugar, what'll it be? What won't make me vomit?
Nothing burps better than bacon.
Disgusting.
Dutch.
Yeah, I'm not such a bad guy, huh?
Rated PG-13.
Oh, sorry.
Are you crazy or something? You should be in a hospital. What are you, crazy?
You're a real angel of mercy. Everybody ought to tell you that.
No, actually.
I'm not surprised.
But I'm going to go call an ambulance.
No. You would think about using the phone, and I'll kick you up this dock.
Northern Exposure, Monday.
Brandon falls for an older woman
How old are you anyway?
with a secret past.
Consider yourself warned.
On 90210 this summer, tonight.
In a black and white TV family,
The boss is coming for dinner tonight.
Oh, who?
make it in living color.
You must be Lloyd's boss.
Hi, honey, I'm home. Friday.
Who?
Days, the nights, and all the times in between. The days and nights of Molly Dodd. See it from the very beginning. Weeknights, 11:30 p.m., 10:30 Central.
Want to look at TV in a whole new way?
Yes.
Looking for something different?
Yes! Yes!
Want to look forward to watching TV again? Yes.
That means yes.
Then say yes to HBO and look forward to the best movies. Uncut and uninterrupted. The way movies were meant to be.
Wow. What a change.
To keep you in suspense. Out of stitches. Or to keep you in stitches. From the dark side to the lighter side.
From comic romance to gremlins that dance. For the fast cars, the shooting stars, and the magic of the movies. Say yes to HBO and experience TV in a whole new way.
I look forward to it.
Call 1-800-952-5900 and look forward to entertainment that's simply the best. You're the best.
The following movie is brought to you by Showtime. Unedited and commercial-free.
Chaplin, Fields, Lloyd, Keaton, Benchley, Langdon, Laurel and Hardy. They all made movies, they're all dead, and they're all here at Comedy Central. Classic movies by Classic Comics, hosted by Robert Klein. Dead Comics Society, Sunday morning at 10 Eastern, here at Comedy Central.
Fiery heroine, desperate victim, treacherous lover.
Join me, Sally Field, as we reflect on the career of a woman who did it all.
A TNT exclusive premiere. Barbara Stanwyck, Fire and Desire. July 15th on TNT.
President Bush in Greece to be greeted by anti-American demonstrations. And here in London, the vanishing horsemen of the Queen's Own Cavalry.
Baker found Saudi Arabia prepared to use its considerable influence and money in the Arab world to end the Arab economic boycott against Israel, but only if Israel stops building settlements in the occupied West Bank. Saudi Arabia has been the most powerful supporter of the boycott. The U.S. thinks an exchange of goodwill gestures, such as ending the boycott and the settlements, would make a Middle East peace conference more likely to succeed.
Baker was said to feel that the Israelis will ultimately say yes to the U.S. proposals, but then raise other, more difficult issues. One of those issues came up in Jordan today as King Hussein signed on to the Arab coalition.
We are ready to attend a peace conference, and we are very happy indeed that it is going to be a comprehensive one.
But Israel is likely to argue that neither Hussein nor the Syrians really will talk directly to Israel. Baker says they will.
In his first British Open, Martin Gates, American Chip Beck, and another Spaniard, Santiago Luna. Another American, Gary Hallberg and Mike Reed, tied with Faldo. Five-time winner Tom Watson, -1 Masters champ and favorite Ian Woosnam is even with Curtis Strange and Jack Nicklaus. Lee Trevino not out of it. U.S. Open champ Payne Stewart +2, and Gary Player is 5 over.
I got hard times, and will I escape? Sometimes I wonder, cause it just seems that the hood done took me under.
But I stalk with a limp, cause I'm vocally pimping while I'm frontin' my gifted. But yo, what's a pimp without hoes? I don't know, I got a gang of them.
Oh, you're a rich girl, and you're going too far, cause you know it don't matter anyway.
We go through Hades, go to heaven, purgatory. There's evil Bill and Ted robots, and all sorts of good stuff happens.
We came to help you guys in your most unfortunate situation.
Reed said he loves playing Ted, so I asked if there will be a Bill and Ted Part 3.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay. Who cares?
In 15...
Well, I think I found the problem here, buddy.
What?
Some kind of a computer virus happening.
Oh, grody. It looks like a magnetic tapeworm.
Commercial sign in 5, 4, 3, 2. Commercial sign now.
I got it. You'll be shipshape in no time. We'll be right back. Don't go away. You'll be real gone.